A note on a fabulous film, The Big Chill. I was trying to think about another movie that I know similar in a way, and I came up with Glengarry Grand Ross, which is, of course, totally different, but in terms of cast, I don't know of any other film that will have so many: William Hurt, Kevin Kline, Jeff Goldblum, Glenn Close, and Tom Berenger, and the others are wonderful, wonderful. And this is a really rare occasion because it doesn't happen, or if it does, if they have sort of a good cast, it's generally because it's past their prime. I'm thinking now Al Pacino, not Alan Alda, Alan Arkin, and some of those films wherein they have old people preparing a heist. In fact, my daughter went on Sunday to see something with Michael Caine, and a wonderful actor. And then there's also but he's not the age where they offer him wonderful roles, and the scripts are lousy in such cases. I think, if you ask me. Or De Niro in The Intern, to give another example of a film that I've only seen small scenes of, but I don't see any reason to waste time seeing it all, and I regret the fact that De Niro, after Raging Bull, Casino, Goodfellas, Taxi Driver, and so many wonderful masterpieces, has to act in films like this. But anyway, returning, so we have 7 friends that gather together because one of their own has died. Alex has committed suicide in the bathroom, and there's serious talk about the reasons, about why, about depression, about some of them having lost their way, trying to change career. Jeff Bloom is in the role of Michael, for instance, a journalist with life who wants to abandon this career and become the owner of a club. He has a reputation of trying to have sex with most women, or was it all, that come his way. But Jeff Goldblum is wonderful in this role. We have Nick, portrayed by William Hurt, a favorite of mine, one of my favorite actors. And he had been to Vietnam, and he came from there with issues, with, again, depression, a cynical attitude at times. There is also Chloe, who is the only outsider, so to say. She's not part of the group. She's also younger, but she had been living with the man who committed suicide, and she is bringing humor and an element of awkwardness in this, because for instance, early on, as they drive to the cemetery, she is with Sam and Michael, I think, in the car, and she says, looking ahead, I wish I were in there. And there's the hearse in front, the car carrying the casket. And we're thinking, I think they're also thinking, well, she regrets her lover, and she loved him so much she wished she died in his place. But then she says, I never drove in a limo. So that's why she wanted to be ahead, because ahead there's a limo. I mean, the car carrying the body is one she had never been into before, and the actress is excellent because she plays this strange woman. They all act strange, actually. There's Kevin Kline, who is Harold, the host, and a sensible man. He is married to Sarah, portrayed by Glenn Close, and they have children. They're happy. He seems to be maybe the only one who is satisfied, has so much to give that his wife gets him involved in a strange ménage à trois. I will not say, even if this is not a film you see because you want to know who done it, and then there's a spoiler alert and you're upset. No, it's a complicated web of relationships, and it's the dialogue, which is superb. The acting is fabulous, amazing, and it's mesmerizing, really. I've seen it second time or third time, and I'm sure I will see it again because the atmosphere is sparkling and is um, it's wonderful. And to return, it's not like I say what happens what Sarah, the wife, has in mind. I mean, we have so much that let's give the rest. Let's get the others involved, and I will spoil it for you. No, it's probably it's also one of those things you foresee. I mean, it's who done it, from early on. There's this friend who wants to have a baby, and she's willing to. I mean, that's her desire. She knows the clock is ticking, and she will not be able to. I mean, a short while, she will not be able to have this child. And she says, Sam, the actor, a famous actor in drama series, you be the father. You have good genes. Well, that's a commitment. It's a responsibility, and even if it's not illegal, no. So he's not interested. Michael, if you remember, I said previously, he had a reputation of Don Giovanni, or a philanderer. He's pushing it. I mean, they're watching a game, and this is, by the third quarter, I will tell you. They keep joking. The humor is excellent, fabulous. So he wants to, but this time he is rejected. And so you can go by. So if this is not willing, this is not good enough for. Anyway, it's not. What will happen, and then you maybe see it coming. Stupendous comedy, drama. There's also some psychoanalysis in there, interviews between them, and insights, savoring. There's romance. This film has everything. Excellent.